I just didn't want to seem like I was blowing you off either. We started on Monday and then we're just going to disappear.
So, you know, there's gonna be a lot of sleeplessness, I think. Poor Janina. She's right across the road. So he's like bringing sound equipment. This was already approved.
Oh, I didn't sign that top one.
Yeah, this was already approved, so we just, that.
No, we just all signed it, we all missed the second page.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
it didn't
So it
have
wasn't just me.
pages.
No, the second page didn't have
It
stickers
was
on it.
Michaela's first land use change tags. There's a bunch more today and she's got them tagged correctly.
Um,
Hey, Mom, how are you? Bruno, how you doing?
Yeah,
Keith, how are you? How's everybody doing?
Did you see the draft I put in your box?
I did, thank you.
No, it's
I'll look at it
actually-
tonight, I'll stop with
Okay.
tomorrow.
Still
Okay?
got mine stuff, but I'm just- 'cause I'm making
It may not
notes on
be-
mine.
It'll be a short day
Silver,
tomorrow,
I
I
can't
think.
get it.
But I'll look at it, okay? Thank you.
Okay, tell me when you're ready and I'll turn the mic
My
in.
phone says 5:58, so
It
Yeah.
is fine.
I've
It
got
is
2 minutes to
5:58.
2
free.
minutes, okay, so I need to add people to this.
You have to, I can't remember who it was, Cody Bull maybe, is that who you, no answer. But do you know anybody else?
I could probably do it.
No, you, I'm not asking you, I'm not, no, I would not do that. That would be good.
Well, no answer?
Should I try him again?
Well, let me ask him.
Okay.
If you can't come up with somebody, I might, maybe.
Well, if he, and if he wants to bail it, take the bail, I don't care.
Well, he doesn't, he does some brush hogging and stuff
Oh,
for
yeah.
people. So, but he's got like an old, he's actually my grandfather's,
Oh, really?
old tractors, yeah,
Yeah,
so.
well, if you think of it.
Who owns that Field of Tractors, antique tractors?
Ed
Is that
Sullivan.
Katie?
Ed
Oh,
Sullivan.
Yeah, and every once in a while, you come down, they're facing a different way.
It's
It's
so-
like, Ed
it's
just moved
so
them all,
cool.
turned them sideways.
I love looking at them.
Yeah.
Oh, being,
Oh, hang on,
oh,
let
yeah.
me start it the right way.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, good to go.
It being 6 o'clock, I call the select board meeting to order. Are there any changes or additions to the agenda?
No,
Yes,
no, yes, we're adding a non-public.
see,
Is
Non-public.
it C?
Under
Yeah.
RSA 91-A:32C, would that be session 3?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's at the end of the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Any other changes or additions to the agenda?
No.
No. Moving on to new business. Start with the department head report with road agent Richard Roberts.
Good. As everybody, it's been pretty warm. Real warm. Things are going good. We, been doing a lot of the maintenance, still doing that, culvert repairs. We're pretty lucky that last night we didn't, I'd say we got an inch and a half or so of rain here, but nothing like some of the other places did. I heard they got 4, 5, 6 inches.
Really?
Yeah,
up in
north was-
Northern, Pittsburgh and, we
It's all
got pretty
rain,
hard,
yeah.
right? Yeah. But
Wow.
no, it's pretty good, everything's going good. They were supposed to come in and crush last week, but they had a major breakdown, so at the town garage, they're gonna come in and crush all that gravel up and stuff we got. So hopefully, he said next week, Monday or Tuesday, which will be good. Everything else is going pretty good as far as that. Gonna, after we get the gravel crushed up, we're gonna see what we have left for money and do some more paving too. Get some more of that done as far as that, but yeah, it's going good, real good.
Do you have any ideas where you might think about paving? If
Depot
you do,
Road.
Depot
Part
Road.
of, yeah, I'm gonna do part of Depot Road, yeah.
Good.
Either the first place or the bridge, or there's a couple sections that really need it. The piece from the Sportsman's Club, there's like 2,000 feet there, that needs to be dug up, needs to be ground and dug up and added some gravel, because we all know how bad that gets in the wintertime.
Oh, yeah.
That piece there, but then there's the piece from Smith Flats, the Remit Field, back to there that we could do, or go from 113 to the bridge and do a piece in between there and leave the bridge, because we're gonna have to replace that in the next year or so, hopefully in the next couple of years. But yeah, that's one of our most traveled roads in town, it is. But, and we finally, the bridge for the mountain road is finally getting built.
okay.
It's just like everything, they've had a wicked time getting parts, and I'm really hoping we can get it done in September. As of right now,
Yeah.
we're hoping for August, but we're really gonna push for September, okay? Just to let everybody know, it's a road bridge.
Here's a question for you. So, when you're under that bridge, there's a huge piece of ledge that juts out, and they just built the bridge over it,
That was involved in that.
and building the bridge over it.
Yeah, well, building that cement work into the ledge.
Yeah, is that, so is that gonna, how's that bridge
It's
gonna,
gonna stay right there.
okay,
That's one of the benefits. We're
yeah,
gonna take the I-beams out, and
Uh-huh.
it's only gonna go up about, I wish I could remember, I think it's like 11 inches from what it is now,
oh,
which
really?
is good,
Yeah,
yeah. So it will be real, it'll make a big difference, and because we can use the existing abutment.
perfect,
You know, we're gonna have to pour some cement, you know, around it,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be, because that abutment is still in very good shape, very good shape.
okay.
But, yeah, good, everything else is good?
Oh, your equipment's good?
Yeah, everything's good. It's going good. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape with that. And the loader that we ordered, it was supposed to be here, and we can relate to this. The 1st of July, now it's the end of July.
That's the articulating one, right?
Yeah, yes.
Is
Okay.
it, did you end up getting a 926 cat?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Thanks to you and the guys for helping out with the transfer, you haven't been in since, but helping out with the transfer station and supporting Rick through that transition.
Good.
That was huge,
Yeah,
Huge help.
That makes a difference when we all try to work together.
yeah, it went
It
really
does, it makes a big
smoothly.
difference. And I know Steve and Carl and everybody else has been in there a lot, so it
Yeah,
makes a big difference. But seems to be going pretty good.
Yep.
Not that I ever went there, but unless I have to.
Is there any other questions for Richard while he's here?
I wanted to say props to keeping an eye out on the roads. I walk that strip of land past the town shed every day pretty much with my dog, and the side of the roads are to undermine just a couple of days. And I was gonna give you a call, and then boom, it was marked, like, you had it right
Good.
away.
Good.
So,
And if anybody, like the select board or any of the residents, ever see anything, just please reach out to the town office, me and let me know. You know, we try to steer it, but you can, you know, especially when you get, yesterday it was pouring rain at the Brett School for 20 minutes. You get back to the town garage at Tamworth Village, it didn't do anything,
yeah,
yeah.
you know, and those are the ones, when, especially when it's just dry, things tend to wash pretty bad real quick.
Yep.
But, yeah, other than that, I think everything's been pretty good.
Good job.
Good, thanks.
So one of the overlap conversations will be, Brian's here to talk about the backhoe loader.
Okay.
back with the,
Well, we'll move right on to the transfer station loader backhoe discussion with Brian Gillespie.
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 Sorry. I'll get that. So, who wants to?
I can chime in a little bit. You know, I was asked to see if I could find any used backhoes, and I did. I found a 2010 with 5,500 hours for $55,000. And the man that owns it says that he could wait off till the 1st of the year if we want to get it done. And it's got the pilot controls, it's in good shape. It's got a brand new bucket, has forks, has an extender hoe. Just food for thought.
Has it
Because
been maintained pretty well, you think?
yeah,
Good.
yeah. If I told you the guy who has it, you'd know.
Yeah.
It
I
has,
just want,
no, it
Yeah.
has been. I know he takes very good care of his stuff.
how many hours you say?
5,500. 2010. Got a brand new bucket on it. The forks, everything. I think the forks would be really handy at the transfer station.
what does a new backhoe
I was just gonna
cost?
say that,
Roughly.
160,000.
yeah. I'd
Yeah.
say,
The town of Ospey just got a brand new one. I was down there a couple weeks ago and was talking to TJ, who was there, and it was $160,000. But one thing they got too, there's probably $4,000 or $5,000 that we wouldn't have any need for, is they got a broom with it too.
Yeah.
Because it has IT front, which is good, but I'm not a big fan of the street brooms. But, so you're looking at, you're looking at 155 roughly, whether it's a John Deere, or Cat, or for a new one. And I'm gonna look around some more too for some other used ones too.
You might not know the answer to this, but do we have an idea how many hours that gets put on at the transfer station? Is it pretty minimal?
It's gonna be
obviously?
minimal. I mean, that tractor, I think when it mostly gets it is in the winter plow in the yard.
Probably a couple, 300 hours a year.
Oh, 300 or 400. I
Yeah.
just can't believe it's many.
Yeah.
I can't.
So that would last a long time.
And the other one's been with you 20,
Was that
25 years?
was that used when we bought it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
So
oh, well,
So is the idea that, the new used one would go straight to the transfer station and not do the rotating
Yeah,
through?
I don't know, I think, we spoke about it, if we can find a good used one, I mean, our backhoe's still in really good shape, it's good for another 4 or 5 years, if we can find a good used backhoe, I think that, the more I got thinking about it when we spoke, I think that would be the route to go.
Good.
It'd be a way to save, $100,000 at everybody's budget.
Yeah.
And that's the right machine for the job,
Oh, it is, yeah,
for pounding down the
yes,
containers?
it's
and-
actually be better than the one we have.
Is it bigger?
No, maybe
Just
just a little bit.
newer
It's newer, and yeah, it's
But the
it's-
fork's gotta be handy too,
I
right
think the
there.
fork should be very handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially once you have them, whatever ongoing with the transfer station. I think the fork's gonna be very handy if you have pallets to
Pallets,
move and
yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, crushing down the C&D was something that Brian does a lot, and
Yeah,
big use for that. And
Yeah.
does it have a thumb on it?
I think it does. I can find out, but I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does because it has the extender hoe
Yeah.
too.
Okay, so is
And
this some,
when would it be available?
January 1st.
Oh, January 1st.
Yeah, but if we need it before, then I think I could probably find something out. But I also want to look around a little more too.
Yeah.
okay,
Is
maybe a
the,
good option.
is the one you're driving now fixable to get us to January 1st?
Yeah, it's gonna be, we're gonna get the fuel tank fixed here in the next week, which is leaking bad.
So that part is fixable.
It's gonna be fixed.
Okay.
As far as some of the other leaks, I think we're better off to leave them alone.
So,
Yeah, I was gonna say with all the other things going wrong.
Well,
with that-
no, I mean, the fuel tank someone can fix, there's a couple of hydraulic leaks, I don't think we should put a bunch of money into that machine, because you're not gonna get anything more for it.
Right. Well, that's my concern, is what's the repair cost gonna get if we can just turn around and get something sooner?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
No, and I don't, but let me just look around a little more too, and let you guys know, okay? Some other machines, and, I wanna talk to the John Deere representative and some other people.
I'm gonna make myself a note, do we know if that diesel, the grant deadline's gone by already? Because one of the reasons we didn't pursue it before was
Yeah.
because we got more for trade-in, because you have to,
Yeah, yes.
you have to kill the
Machine, yeah.
But it sounds like this one's dead, so we wouldn't get a lot for trade-in if we kept this one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look and see if that diesel grant's still,
okay, good.
Any other questions on that?
Any feedback from Brian?
No, it's just in the short time that I've been there, that leak is getting worse, and so now it's starting to mess with the parking lot itself.
Yeah.
And you can only put in maybe 4 or 5 gallons at a time, otherwise it just spills out, so.
And that'll be fixed, the diesel leak will be fixed, okay?
Hopefully here in the next week,
Okay.
okay, yeah. And I had told Brian that.
Yeah. Okay, we'll keep working through it and, if you can come up with something, then
Good.
we'll consider it.
If we can find something sooner, is that something we could do, if we're gonna wait till first of the year?
Finance-wise, I don't know.
I think we're trying to figure that out.
Okay.
It seems to me you probably have to wait to the first of the year.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Is it possible to share the one that, if this one doesn't pass muster again with something else, is the one that town shed being used a lot?
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, okay, just asking.
If push comes to shove, what we could do, and I know everyone will know, my feeling is you'd be better off to rent one for a month.
Okay,
It's cheap money, and that would be the way to go.
okay.
Yeah.
Instead of dumping $6,000 in an old case
Just rent one
backhoe,
for
you can
that.
rent one for, what, $4,500,
probably.
maybe?
Oh, really?
Yeah, just something food for thought.
Yeah. That's my concern, is
Yeah,
pouring
it is,
in
yeah.
in this thing.
Yeah,
And then I think it would be easier to find the money for it
Yep.
in the contingency
Yeah,
funds.
and we could have one within a few days,
yeah, they're really good that
Yeah.
way.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
so.
Okay. Great.
Awesome. We will move on to the,
Thank you, guys.
yeah, thank you for coming in tonight, appreciate it. Moving on to the health officer
Yeah, thanks, so.
nomination.
Enjoy, guys, have a good night, thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye, have a good weekend.
You too.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks,
Don't work too hard this weekend, Richard.
Enjoy, guys.
Health officer.
Oh, nomination. So we have one applicant. Her name is Michaela Therian. And so our assessing clerk would like to apply for it, and the process is you nominate, the commissioner appoints, and then she takes a 3-hour certification course, and then ongoing, you take educational credits every year. I think she'd be great at it. You already know her. She's here, so it's an easy,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I approve.
okay.
That'd be a motion.
I'd make a motion to nominate Michaela, what's her last name?
Therian.
Carrion as our health officer.
Second?
Any discussion on that?
Do we need to include the $600 a year stipend in the motion, or is that already in the job description, so we don't have to worry about it?
You go ahead and include it just to be super clear.
For a stipend pay of $600 a year.
Nominate.
Any discussion?
That's
Hearing
fantastic.
None? Yeah,
It is,
no,
it's
that's-
great. It's great. She's doing such a good job.
Roll call vote.
There, yes.
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no.
And we should,
Thank you for Michaela for stepping up.
Yeah.
Who seconded?
Steve,
Thank you.
we should make sure we thank Louis for doing that for years for
Yes.
us too.
Yep.
How many years?
Two.
2.
Okay.
Yeah. Jeez, they fly by.
Yeah,
It just seems like we just appointed him.
yeah.
All right, moving on to the library letter of support request from the library trustee.
Yes. So, this is just your basic, letter of support. You received a language. Okay, so she's applying for a grant to put the 27 panel rooftop solar system on the rear of the library. It's about a $40,000 project. They're applying for a $40,000 grant. There's some issue of whether or not there'll be an energy credit or not. I'm not sure how that will play out, but the grant's $40,000. And, they would apply in October and the funds would be distributed in November. And so she's just seeking support, a letter of support, which is in the signature file if you decided that that was the route you wanted to take.
Anybody want to make a?
I make a motion that we approve we send a letter of approval to the library for their grant application for rooftop solar panels.
To
Second.
us, to support.
Roll call vote.
There, yes.
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no.
And if they don't get the grant, they're not gonna.
Yeah.
They'll
Right.
just-
Second, roll call vote, 4 yes, okay.
Moving on to the appointment to the zoning board of adjustment, David Little, member, so,
His term expired.
okay. So,
You just move.
do we,
Just have to appoint
you
him.
just-
move to, okay,
Yeah.
I make a motion to appoint David Little as a member of the zoning board.
Second.
Roll call vote.
There, yes.
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no.
There's one other thing on the zoning board issue, which I've got a letter from David. They need to appoint 2 alternates. He does not have suggestions on who that might be, but it is the select board's responsibility. So, I guess in the next 2-week time period, we should be looking for 2 potential alternates. It's the lightest of light things you could join, truly, because as an alternate, A, that's a light job, and B, they don't meet very often. In fact, they hadn't met since 2012 up until last year. So.
Is that something we should blast out on the website?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
looking-
exchange.
So, so that'll be on next week's agenda, but David, or the following meeting's agenda. So David made that request that we focus on that.
It would be good to include in that little clip, what the ZBA is in charge of in town.
Okay. Write a description of ZBA and those for alternates. Okay. Okay.
Moving on to old business, the road update with Leanne.
So, we spent 3 meetings talking about roads. It was brought to our attention because of traffic concerns in Chicarwa. Especially where Page Hill comes down and hits 113, and then also where Page Hill and 113 connect to Route 16, and where Deer Hill connects to 16. And that led to all kinds of investigations, and each week each meeting, for 3 meetings, we talked about what the different people at Lakes Region Planning knew and said, and what work had been done by them over the years to kind of investigate this situation. Then we started pulling into it the challenge of GPS routing through Tamworth Village in general, but up over Page Hill. We talked a lot to people from DOT, we talked to Richard Roberts, we talked to Dana Littlefield a lot, we collected a lot of data. We came up with a plan, we talked about it in a very full meeting, that was designed to, and this was a plan that Bill Lambert from DOT knew of, LRPC knew of, various people knew of. And the idea was this 3-pronged approach to try to get traffic routed away from Page Hill, because right now about 600 cars a day are going over Page Hill, which is a town road.
That was just one direction, it was actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
as opposed to around staying on the state road. Page Hill is more heavily populated than 113 until you get actually down into Socorro Village more. So the idea was, if we reduce the speed limit on Page Hill by 5 miles per hour, which is within our purview, if we make it posted not a through road, and we increase the speed limit on
We actually,
113, what?
we reduced it by 10 miles per hour.
By 10 miles per hour. And we increased 113
By 10.
by 10 to 45 as well, yeah, and that was based on DOT's recommendation. Then GPS, the idea was that GPS would then be routing people on the state road, reducing traffic on our town road. The conversation was had with Richard Roberts in the room, it was had with Dana Littlefield in the room, both of them chimed in. We talked about enforcement, we talked about the fact that enforcement was not the purpose of changing the speed limit or posting not a through road. And we talked about in public meeting the fact that Dana Littlefield, with our 1.5 police officers, did not have capacity nor will to enforce it. And we were saying, you know, if somebody's speeding, like at the former speed limit and over, that was one thing. But if people are doing the speed limit, nobody's going to stop them to see, are you supposed to be on this road? That wasn't the point. That being said, it's been brought to our attention that, and it's interesting that DOT didn't mention this at all, that the RSA 265-63 does say that a traffic investigation or an engineering study has to happen in order for, we have every right to change speed limits, but we have to do some kind of traffic investigation or engineering study. And towns don't have to hire engineering firms to do it. Like if you've got the capacity in-house, so to speak, to make that investigation, you can. We thought we were talking to all the players appropriately and having public meetings when we did this and presenting lots of data. Apparently it's not enough.
Do we have data from the sign that Dana puts up on?
We do, but it doesn't fall under this. We talked to town council and it doesn't fall under this definition enough.
So that means all the back roads that we've reduced to 20 miles per hour, 25 miles per hour, like up around Socorro Lake, wouldn't those fall under the same
I
RSA?
don't know.
Should we increase those back to 30 or 35, whatever they are if they're not posted?
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't want to open that can of worms at this meeting because I don't have the bandwidth for it. But you may well be right. But the point is, we if this were contested in court, like nobody wants to spend more money on lawyers than we have to. So here's what I'm going to recommend. That is that we restore Page Hill to the original speed and we remove the not a through road sign. Pending a formal traffic investigation or engineering study. And I would also, once we discuss that and vote on it, yay or nay, I would say that like this is a huge issue and everybody has an opinion on it, but not a lot of people are stepping up to actually do some work on this. I think that the thorniness of, like the complexities of working with the state, and trying to get something done through DOT, combined with, the complexities of people who, like, are feeling very keenly the weight of an enormous amount of traffic through our small town. And that traffic is like increased exponentially in the past 5 years. Combined with the fact that we are a volunteer board, makes me say that if there are people in the community who have bandwidth, understanding, expertise to tackle all those complexities, I would like to say that the board should be willing to create a traffic study committee to tackle this. I am not starting that committee. So if there's somebody else on the board who would like to, that's great, or it can be a citizen committee. And people can come forward, and the way TSIC happened, and we can say, great, you investigate and come to us, and we'll be glad to hear what you have.
Or we just leave it at 25 and hope that, take it to court. Nobody's gonna take it to court.
Yeah, I mean, we can do
Leave
that
it at
too.
25 miles per hour. We do on all the back, we changed up around Chicora
Yeah,
Lake.
you're breaking the law.
Okay, just 1 second.
I didn't ask you to speak,
Bob,
thank you very
Bob, 1
much.
second.
We did it all up around the back roads of Chicora Lake, and just because there's no traffic up there, we changed all those speed limits, because those were not posted roads. I believe those would have been automatically 30 miles per hour.
Mhm.
We posted all those roads for 20 miles per hour. Now we're doing it to a highly traveled road, and then there's a big deal. Let it go.
I think the problem is now we know that we're breaking the law,
Um,
and as opposed to, I thought last meeting when we voted on it that everything was completely legit and we were good to go. This has been brought to my attention, I wouldn't have voted to proceed.
Right. Well, we wouldn't have voted if we had known this.
Right. So what stands before us is a decision if we're going to, sorry, also another question. Was there anything in there about the not a through road? I didn't see anything in the RSA of the briefing about the not a through road posting.
No,
Okay.
that's about a speed limit change.
So leave the not a through road and change it back to 35.
About the,
Let me reread that, chat amongst yourselves while I reread this.
I was looking at the RSA.
I'm just looking to see what the attorney sent us.
Laws are there to be broken, so
Well,
they're
this
not all
one-
black and white. Every lawyer has a different opinion. I vote that we should change all the back roads back to 30 miles per hour instead of 20 miles per hour. What's the difference?
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. When was that done?
Oh, probably in the last 5 or 6 years, 7 years, maybe.
Maybe even longer.
Yeah, they're posted at 20 miles per hour now. They weren't posted before, so maybe there's a difference there.
Oh, yeah.
But normally a not posted road is 30 miles per hour. Then they reduced them all to 20 because,
Are those all the roads behind Chicago?
Yeah, behind Chicora Lake. There's other ones in town too, but those are the ones that come to mind first. All the dirt roads up there.
So like,
Not that they shouldn't be 20 miles per hour, but just,
Yeah.
I mean, while we're on the topic, we might as well, if we're breaking the law there, we might as well make the law straight all the way around.
I don't disagree, and it looks like council does.
Yeah, so I think that the no through traffic is, we're allowed to do it, but with limitations. And again, not to be grumpy, but I'm going to be grumpy for a minute because I've been listening to a lot of grumpy people. We get charged with doing things that in short time periods that we are not always trained to do, and we try to be as transparent as possible. And we had 3 public conversations. These were all noticed meetings. The minutes are all public, and it's frustrating when you do this work and then people come.
May I ask a question? This
Can I-
is Maureen Diamond.
Yeah, Maureen, just let me
Hold
finish
on
my
one
statement a
second,
second.
Sure.
Thank you. So, you know, I guess I would just encourage, and I know lots of people watch these meetings. Maureen, you're not muted right now. I know lots of people watch these meetings, and I just encourage people to watch these meetings, or to look at the minutes that are on the website, like before they react angrily or unkindly.
That's not gonna change with people.
I'm just saying, nobody wants to do this job, nobody runs for these positions, and where are we if people don't run? You know, it's like, we are wrong here, that we missed this part of the law.
We didn't purposely break the
No,
law.
we didn't purposely break it, obviously, and in all the conversations with DOT, all the RSAs that were referenced, this one was not referenced for whatever reason. That being said, you know,
Someone's got too much time on their hands, I'd say.
I'm just encouraging people to do as much due diligence as we're trying to do, and to also be kind about, you know, don't assume ill intent, because that just gets tiresome. That's all I have to say,
Thank you.
and thank you for my rant.
Anybody got a motion?
Well,
Maureen had a
Maureen.
question, and then Bob had a question.
I am grateful for all your work, and I certainly haven't made any complaints about it, and I empathize with you. I would like to know how the requirement for this road study came to your attention.
A
A
citizen.
citizen brought it to my attention.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bob, did you have something you'd like to say?
Well, with regard to the not-through road, having listened to the discussion that you had back in May, rather than just read the minutes, I appreciate what you were trying to do. However, awkwardly, by making it not a through road, it essentially makes Page Hill Road a private road for the residents who live there and the businesses that are on the road. And the rest of us who live in town will be breaking the law if we transit Page Hill Road as we're accustomed to do, especially when we're within the speed limit. And I don't like to be put in the position of breaking the law merely to live in town and to progress as I normally progress. I think Page Hill Road is a great deal safer because it is so much better maintained than 113 is, especially in frost heave season and during the winter.
Thank you. All I'd like to say is, if it's not going to be a not a through road, why shouldn't I be able to drive my dump trucks over Page Hill Road if it's safer and smoother?
Yeah,
No through trucking.
go
Well,
ahead.
that makes me question that no through trucking sign. I don't know when the history of that
Oh,
was
that's been
put
up
up,
for a long time.
but
So the RSA lets you restrict vehicles on town roads that could have an ill impact, like if you're carrying chemicals, or
Yeah, hazardous
if you're
materials.
oversized or whatever else.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm not opposed to, doing whatever we have to do to keep it within the law and keep it legitimate, but this wasn't meant for the locals to not travel Page Hill Road within the speed limit. And I just want to make that clear. I've had people reach out to me. That's not the intent of this. The intent was for people from 2 hours, 3, 4, 5 hours away. They're traveling from Route 25 to North Conway and doing 60 miles per hour because they're following their GPS and texting on their phone. This is not meant for somebody that's coming from Tamworth Village at 30 miles an hour on a Sunday morning, going over to do whatever they want to do in Shakora Village or in Conway. That it wasn't meant for the locals. And I know that you're technically still breaking the law. But that's not what the intent of this was. The intent was just to slow some traffic down, keep some people off of it that should be using the state road instead of the town road, taking wear and tear off of our town road, reducing our tax money in the long run, which very minimal, but still, it wasn't the intent to, arrest people on the other end of Page Hill Road when they come over from Tamworth Village on a Sunday morning at 30 miles per hour because they traveled the whole way through. And I'm probably just as guilty as the next person of speeding over Page Hill Road. But, also standing out in my driveway, it is frustrating when people come up over at 60 miles per hour. The other day there was a sheriff sitting across the road from my house, and a truck came up, had to be doing 60 miles per hour. And I walked over to the sheriff and knocked on his window because he's on his cell phone. And I said, "Did you not notice the vehicle that just came over the hill at a dangerous speed?" And he said, "Oh no, sorry, I was sending somebody an email." And that's frustrating to me, you know. But anyway, that's my little rant. And like I said, I'm guilty of it at times too when I'm in a rush. So anyway, that's all there is to it. I guess we got to stay within the law as the town.
We did
So.
have a citizen call and ask if there could be signs put. Apparently there's 2 hills where it's blind, like right where you live. That's sort of a blind hill, right?
Yep.
And I don't know where the other one is, but I'm sure you do. And so the citizen was asking if blind, I don't know how you say it, blind hill? I don't know what the language
Blind
is,
corner.
but
Yeah, blind corner or something
blind
like
corner,
that.
Yeah.
just to make people aware, because as you come over that hill in front of your house, you know, she was pulling out of the farm stand, and, you know, people coming 60 miles an hour over that blind hill.
Yep.
It was scary for her.
Yeah.
So that's another suggestion that came in this week.
And from reading council's email, I'm not convinced, my interpretation of the email, I'm assuming everyone has read it, is that that there is
Part.
no particular, the very top part of the paragraph, there's no particular law that grants the authority to change the road use in that manner.
That grants the ability to?
Correct.
So in other words, you can't change
Is there
the
any-
use.
You,
Is there any law saying we can't
So-
do
yeah,
it?
Should I just
there,
read what she wrote?
no, she doesn't want us to do that.
Okay.
There are laws, there are RSAs and there are cases that each, like, different threads get addressed by, so when you weave it together, you get almost a whole garment. You know, I think the bottom line is council's advising us to switch it back, so I'm gonna make a motion to restore Page Hill speed limit and take down the no through traffic signs until whatever further thing may come or not. So restore it, that's my motion.
Second. My
Discussion?
point of discussion is, should it include every other road that's been changed?
I don't think
What?
we make that motion tonight.
No.
Do we have a list of those
I'm
roads
not
anywhere?
voting in support of it if we don't look into the other roads that have been.
We can look
Changed.
into it, but I'm just saying we don't know the process that was used for that, we don't know, we need to
Separate
find.
issues.
Separate issues. We might have to go there, but we can't do it tonight because we don't know what we're talking
No,
about.
we can't do it tonight, but I think we should definitely investigate it.
Okay.
Can we talk to
Yeah.
Richard about going back to dirt on top of Page Hill and not having a
Yeah.
through road during the winter?
That would suit me.
Yeah, I mean, be less tax dollars, and then people would definitely think 113 was better maintained and faster. Anyway,
When was it dirt? How long was it?
not in my lifetime.
Yeah,
Richard would just as soon
all the roads are dirt.
Was part of your
Anyway.
motion
Okay, we
to
got-
remove not a through road sign?
Yes, it was restored to the way it was. Page Hill, take the 2 signs down.
Roll call vote.
Bear begrudgingly, yes.
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, no. 3 yes, 1 no.
So last thing is, if there are citizens who are interested in a traffic safety committee dealing with not the dirt roads around Shakara, but the traffic safety issues in Shakara that we've been talking about for a month and a half now, it would be great for folks to get together and then come to us to be appointed as a committee.
Great, thank you. Moving on to,
May I ask a question? You spoke a great deal about 16 and 113,
Mm-hmm.
and you said, this is back in May, you were going to talk with Mr. Jessup, I believe his name was. Did anything come of that?
Come of which, I'm sorry?
Jessup?
Jeffers, perhaps, possibly? Somebody from Lakes
Oh,
Region
Dave
Planning.
Jeffers. Yeah, that was about, he's from Lakes Region Planning. That was about a grant that, that was due June 28th or something to get us funding to be, the only way that you can have work done on your state roads in your town is to be in DOT's 10-year plan. And Lakes Region Planning has a grant function that helps us to create a project design. But when we and originally we were just gonna look at that one little area, and after meeting with Alex Smoot and John Gotchen and looking at all the data they've been collecting about like near Chicago Lake and talking to Dana Littlefield, who said down by White Lake is very dangerous too, we decided not to apply for that grant and to spend this year doing more comprehensive research about like, is there some kind of study that would encompass the whole 16 corridor in Tamworth? Or does it have to be broken into parts? We just didn't know. And it turned out to be too big for us to rush grant deadline. That was the Dave Jeffers conversation. Yeah.
Moving on to the administrator report.
Can I steal this? The bank balance is $5,526,679. We've been working on finding a health officer. Michaela has been doing an incredible job of, we're having a Department of Revenue audit this year, and so it's an enormous amount of work because you have to make sure every file has every single piece of paper that's required, and then the state DRA comes in and checks them. And in the past, we have not met the 95% criteria, and we are trying to make sure we meet it this time. And she's going through an enormous amount of paperwork to sort of check all that. So that's been a big project.
Did they just pull random files?
They pulled
then
25 random files.
And you need to have, their goal is 95% of those 25?
Records are there with the proper everything, yeah. And, over time, you might lose track of some veterans' credits. Somebody moved away and you didn't catch it, or, there's just things that happen. So it requires going through all the credits and exemptions, all of those things. So it's a good project, and she's working hard. I've been working on the general assistance files, cleaning those up. They were in a couple different drawers and just sort of, they needed some tender loving care. So that's been a project this week. So.
And where are we, TCNA offices? Soon to be our offices?
It was supposed to be broom cleaned by June 30th. It's going to be broom cleaned at the end of this weekend.
Okay.
And Rick is going in. We've got wall color chosen, and he's going to buff the floors, paint the walls, put in some windows and doors. I think, I don't know how fast he'll be. I bet he'll be fast now that he's freed from
Everything
2
else.
jobs. So yeah, we're excited about that.
Cool.
Yeah. And then so all this gets cleared out and we get more room back here.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Moving on to the signature file. I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for June 27th, 2024.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Barry, yes.
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no. I make a motion to approve the non-public meeting minutes for June 27th, Session 1 under RSA 91-A:32C, Session 2 under RSA 91-A:32A, and Session 3 under RSA 91-A:32D.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Barry, yes.
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no. I make a motion to approve the intent to cut for map 414, lot 17, access road, Durrell Road.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Barry, yes.
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no. I make a motion to approve the land use change tax for map 405, lot 10, in the amount of $470. The land use change tax for map 405, lot 10.3, or is that 10 and sublot 3? 10 and sublot 3,
Yeah.
for the amount of $7,280. The land use change tax for map 405, lot 10, sublot 1, in the amount of $13,500. Land use change tax for map 405, lot 10, sublot 2, in the amount of $11,000.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Barry, yes.
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no. I make a motion to approve the abatement for map 415, lot 50, in the amount of $377.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Barry, yes.
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes.
I just want to say this is where we got hung up last week or last meeting, and it was correct. It's somebody was billed when they shouldn't have been, so you have to abate and bill, and it's just
Okay.
about the same property. So it's clean.
Perfect.
Yep.
4 yes, 0 no. Make a motion to approve the property tax supplement for map 415 lot 50 in the amount of $377.00.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Barry, yes?
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no. I'll make a motion to approve the abatement for map 415 lot 90 sublot 15 in the amount of $984, as well as the property tax supplement for map 415 lot 90 sublot 15 in the amount of $984.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Barry, yes?
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. I make a motion to approve the abatement for map 415 lot 90 sublot 7 in the amount of $430, as well as the abatement for map 215 lot 49 sublot 122 in the amount of $59.48, as well as the abatement for map 201 lot 7 in the amount of $37.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Barry, yes?
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no. I make a motion to approve the real estate exemption for map 406 lot 40 sublot 100 Boy Scouts, as well as the real estate exemption map 209 lot 10 St. Andrews, as well as the real estate exemption for map 420 lot 39 Bear Camp Center, the real estate exemption various parcels Shakorwa Lake Conservancy, real estate exemption map 217 lot 47 Tri-County CAP Community Action, as well as the real estate exemption for various parcels Remick Estate of Edwin C.
Second.
Discussion?
Yeah, I'm just kind of confused about the various parcels. We don't need to list them out.
You do not. That's how
I was
the,
kind of wondering that.
yeah, that's how the assessor puts it. There's 94 of them in one of them.
Oh, wow.
And yeah. So,
It's recorded somewhere, just,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we don't want to read all 94.
no.
Love to, but. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Barry, yes?
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, abstain.
Roberts, yes. 3 yes with 1 abstention. I make a motion to approve the land use change tax for map 201 lot 59, $5,500.
Second.
Did I do that right? The
Oh,
second time around?
you don't need to do that one. That was the one that was approved last.
I
That's
rescind my
all just
motion.
signed.
Yeah, that was the one that we just signed. I thought I'd taken it out.
I rescind
We're
my
fine.
motion.
Yep.
I make a motion to approve the veterans tax credit for map 206 lot 2 sublot 3.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Barry, yes?
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no. I make a motion to approve the junkyard license, map 215, lot 36.
Second.
Discussion. Did we already do that inspection?
Yes.
I dropped the ball on that.
No. You did not drop the ball. Charlie had the inspection on Monday. He approved it. It's his signature and approval is on the document.
I wanted to go and say hi to George.
Oh
but
well.
Anyway, I didn't.
I know Charlie would have loved to have had you, but
I want to talk to him about how it went.
Any discussion? Other discussion? Hearing none. Roll call vote.
Barry, yes?
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no. I make a motion to approve the driveway application permit, map 212, lot 21, sublot 5.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Barry, yes?
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no.
We don't have to do the next two.
Don't do the next two.
No, we already did.
Oh, yeah, okay. I make a motion to approve the payroll in the amount of $54,409.89.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Barry, yes?
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no. I make a motion to approve the accounts payable in the amount of $70,695.51.
Second.
Boy, that's a lot.
it's at the very back.
Is that this one?
Did I write it? No, that's payroll. That's
Here we go. School, $306,000. Why is that more than
Why is
normal?
that?
Because the school budget's gone up and we're in the first month of the new budget.
Cool.
Elaine and I are gonna go meet with, the SAU 13 folks to sort of understand. I don't know if there's revenues that will mitigate that number, but it is a very big increase to the budget.
I didn't hear why that went up.
So the school budget increased, and we're in the first month of the new year for the budget,
We don't know why it went up though.
and so we're
Keats is gonna go meet and find out.
I hope so.
ambulance for 18,000. Ossipee mutual aid 8,000. Property and liability 63,000. Hauling for 2 months 28,000.
How often do we have mutual aid payments?
Not often, I don't think.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
This is
So
when
what
there's a
are you gonna
mutual
do?
aid alarm, right?
Act on that, or you're gonna ask why it's more?
We're gonna ask why it's more, but we are gonna pay it, I assume, if everybody votes
It's,
for it
I mean,
this time.
it's based on the approved school budget, so we can't not do it, because the voters approved it. But Keats is gonna go find out why there's that big uptick,
The details.
yeah.
Did we second?
Yes, because we were having
Any-
a discussion.
Other discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Barry, yes. Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no.
Cash use the date.
What's the school payment up, like 50 grand?
Cash, yeah, about $50,000 up from
Yeah,
what
it
it
was
was about
250.
$250.
The increase was, I think, 1.2 million for the year.
1 point,
2 million. I don't have any more information than that I quite understood, so which is why we're gonna go meet with them.
Cash used to date, $5,636,033.54. Select board update, Carlin Carl.
I've got nothing.
I like it.
I also have nothing that's happened this week.
other than road stuff, nothing for me.
Nothing, might as well just go all the way around. No, I don't have any update. Been busy.
Yeah.
Public input, is there any public input?
Hi, this is Maureen again. I just had a question, and maybe you know the answer, Keats. There was an announcement this week that a document, financial report year-to-date was available. And I see that link in the summary, you know, like of recent posts, but I don't know where to, when that disappears, where do I go in the left-hand menu margin to find that document?
I'm not sure I can say it offhand. It's the annual budget with with June year to date actuals. And Maureen, I can go on the website. Let's see.
I appreciate being able to see it. I just want to know where to go when that news item disappears from our website.
Oh, when the news
Where
item
do I go?
disappears. I don't know. I'll talk to our webmaster about how to link to it.
If you go to the link on the
That's
page,
great.
you can see a URL directly below it, which is tamworthnh.org. Select board is the next click, pages, and then financial statements year to date. So you should be able to just follow that and get right there.
I'm not sure I follow that, but I'll try.
Okay.
So go to the
Thank you.
select board.
It's under home, boards and committees, select board, and you'll see financial statements.
Okey doke, that's the kind of information I needed. Thank you.
Echo chamber.
This is Jim. I have a comment I'd like to make.
Yep.
Leanne, I want to thank you for your work on the road study stuff. I wish I had the expertise to volunteer to do something, but I really don't. It's pretty far away from anything that I know anything about.
Me too.
but I really admire the way that you pursue this. I'm very disappointed. I don't understand why Bill Lambert or Dave Jeffers did not know about this. I feel like I'm under the gun every time I drive on Page Hill, and of course, you know, it's a couple of times a day. And there's a place down close to Emery, just past his place, where the road tapers. And you can't do anything about it because there's bench there. And the road is considerably narrower. And when there are fast-moving, large vehicles barreling down towards you as you proceed up that gradient, it's really scary. That's my point of view. I'm disappointed. I hope that somehow we can make it a little safer travel. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Right past my place, there's a piece of ledge on the right-hand side with a delineator,
Yeah.
and the road goes from like whatever width, probably down a couple, 3 feet.
Yeah.
Before 113 crosses?
No, if you're coming up over the past where I live,
Oh, headed towards town.
where the woods start again,
Okay.
there's like a piece of ledge with a delineator right there, and the road kind of narrows in, and it is, I mean, when two people meet, it's,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Any other public input? Hearing no other public input, I make a motion to go into non-public under RSA 91-A:3, 2C, Session 1, RSA 91-A:3, 2A, Session 2, and RSA 91-A:3, 2A, excuse me, I don't know what's the third one?
C.
C, Session 3.
Second.
Good night, Bob.
Thank you. Thanks, Bob.
At 6:54 p.m. Roll call vote.
There, yes.
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no. Hearing none.
Why'd you sign in the middle of the paper?
Because the clip was on it, it was easier for me. I was going to leave somebody else to the couch.
Okay.
Okay, so then once you get a card, you turn it upside down because the order matters. Oh, this one actually has our names typed on it.
Yeah, that messed me all up.
Tricky.
Hey, come
Okay.
out of non-public. Never mind.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
fine.
Are we ready?
yeah. Coming out of non-public at?
I make a motion to come out of non-public at 7:33 p.m.
Second.
Roll call vote.
There, yes.
Schaefer, yes.
Prentice, yes.
Roberts, yes. 4 yes, 0 no. We're now out of non-public at 7:33 p.m. Motion to adjourn. God, I can't do this on.
Minutes sealed,
Second.
not sealed?
Oh, minutes are not sealed.
Not
Motion to adjourn.
Thanks, Ed.
Where's your gavel?
They took it away from me. It was too loud.
7:33. I'll give it back to you.
I'm just kidding.
Give him a nice soft rubber one.
Yeah, right.
A
A
mallet.
Nerf one.
Yeah, Nerf one. There you go.
Okay.
Somebody before the next meeting, text me and remind me to bring a clock.
Bring a what?
Bring a clock. I'm gonna put it on that wall so Buddha can see his clock.
Oh, okay.
I've got so many of them at the.
You have
I was
everything.
gonna say I don't
You're like
really
a
need a digital clock to read. I can read.
No.
It just takes me a second. Because this one's off by like 2 minutes, so then I question myself. Is it really 7:33?
Good night,
Good night,
Kim. Yeah, no, but Bruno wants to see it because he used to be able to look up to the right. But I put the blue one up there. Why do these have to be in order?
It's the way they get sent to the Carroll County Registry of Deeds.
Oh,
Turn
I'm
it
just
upside down.
following instructions
There you go.
from my assistant
Why
clerk.
don't you turn upside down to sign it?